Welcome. You have activated all systems. Deactivation is not an option. The end is where we begin.
Work is going to make it, so Hoekster's going to roll out to his right. Misses the tackle, puts it deep.
Oh, look at this.
And complete to number 25.
Aaron
Down
Rowland.
the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown.
There you go.
Pinnacle. All day, all day, all day.
Run, Brian, run.
Nope, there it is, there it is. Seven, 8, and
Boom. Boom.
There's Gillis Ross.
Oh, my God. Goodness. Wow. One-handed. Incredible.
That is one of the greatest catches I've ever seen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Corona del Sol High School in Tempe, Arizona for tonight's JV football matchup between the Corona del Sol Aztecs and your Pinnacle Pioneers. So we're a few miles south of ASU here in Tempe. Temperature at kickoff is showing 103 degrees. My name is Chris Klecka, and I'm joined tonight by color man extraordinaire Brian Beeler.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
I'm great.
Good to be here. Good to be here, and it's hot, but I don't think we're going to get blown out this time. It's going to be nice and clear night.
Nice and clear night, and we're in the shade on the home side of the field. So if you hear cheering in the background, it may or may not be for the Pioneers. We're going to be surrounded by Aztec fans for the most part. So tonight, Pinnacle's going to be in the white uniforms. The Aztecs are wearing the black pants and the yellow shirts. We thank you for joining us across the state as well as a pocket of fans in San Diego. Kai, gentlemen. Tonight's contest is a non-conference matchup. Corona del Sol resides in the 6A Central section, and they played Centennial from Peoria last week and lost. So they're sporting a record of 0 wins and 1 loss. Their varsity squad is currently 1-1. They also lost last week to Centennial. Our Pioneers come into tonight's game obviously with a 1-0 record for those of you who tuned in last week, courtesy of that 35-0 Haboob shortened game last Thursday in Tolleson. We reside in the 6A Desert Valley section, and our coaching staff, let's get to that. Head coach tonight, Will Zubke. Offensive coordinator is Cush Miller. Running backs coach is Brett Vick. Offensive line coach Ben Fuenmayer. Defensive line coach is John Reed, and our special teams coach is Dave Franklin. We're still waiting to get the starting lineups for tonight's game. We've got a couple of minutes here, but Brian, how about we talk about some keys to the game and maybe what we saw last week from the Pioneers.
Yeah, besides the storm rolling in, I think especially the storm we saw last week with the Pioneer, both offense and defense, just putting it on to something I pointed out in the broadcast last week was just poise. We saw,
never panicked.
especially on
He did get a
offense,
little bit
but
of
also
pressure
on
last
defense,
week, but was able to handle
especially
it.
our
I
quarterback.
think that's going to pay off if they can continue it on this week. The other player I was going to point out is number 5 that you'll see tonight, Gavin Hammond. Just played an outstanding game. Both sides of the ball, made some great plays on offense, scored a few touchdowns. Both those players I just mentioned also got called up to the varsity game, and because we got cut off,
played an outstanding game.
Yeah.
Both sides of the ball made some great plays on offense, scored a few touchdowns. Both those players I just mentioned also got called up to the varsity game, and because we got cut off yesterday, last week.
So looking forward to seeing what we got here
able to
tonight.
play some time
We
in
don't know
varsity
much
and both
about
performed
the
very well there too.
Aztecs,
Again,
but
poised,
hoping to get a
Gavin
good matchup
especially
here
had
tonight,
some
a little more
great
challenge
runs,
maybe for our
scrimmage. So
Pioneers.
looking forward to seeing what we got here tonight. We don't know much about the Aztecs, but hoping to get a good matchup here tonight, a little more challenge maybe for our Pioneers.
Yeah, I think, you know, on defense, Tolleson never snapped it on Pinnacle's side of the field, so obviously that's a plus. Got to clean up the penalties a little bit on defense. I think we had 6 offside penalties.
Yeah, that's right. It's a combination of line and linebackers jumping early, and like we talked about last week, you'd love to see the aggressiveness. I'm not faulting it.
Yeah.
But it did come across as a little sloppy. I'm sure the coaches talked about it not only during the game, during practice this week, and don't expect that, but
I want to say we did.
love to see the aggressive nature of what they were doing, though.
No.
Well, and we finished drives on offense. Didn't we score on every possession?
I want to say we did.
I think so.
Yeah,
We didn't have any turnovers.
Imagine a better execution from the offense last week.
Again, Tolleson was not firing
again,
on all
Drew's
cylinders
poise in the
for sure.
pocket
It
was
much
amazing
of a
to me.
matchup, but
For the
I
first
couldn't
game out,
imagine a
for the
better
first time some of these
execution
kids
from
were
the
playing
offense
as a
last
team. Just really an amazing performance to me.
Drew's poise in the pocket just was amazing to me. For
Yeah.
the first game out, for the first time some of these kids were playing as a team, just really an amazing performance to me.
Yeah. So we'll probably get the national anthem here shortly. They'll call the captains out. In fact, it looks like we're going to do that right now.
Good evening and welcome to Corona del Sol High School Pascal Henshaw Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Pinnacle Pioneers and the Corona del Sol Aztecs. Good evening and welcome to Corona del Sol High School Pascal Henshaw Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Pinnacle Pioneers and the Corona del Sol Aztecs. We ask you to watch and cheer for your team in the spirit of good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is an individual responsibility, and spectator behavior should represent respect for the opponent, spectators, coaches, and game officials. Thank you. This time, please stand as able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, we're going to get underway. Captains. Okay, we're going to get underway. Captains tonight for the Pioneers, number 10, Drew Varsano. Number 33, Caden Cresswell. Number 4, David Malumba. And number 65, Nolan Menke.
Aztecs tonight at this point, so we will be just calling numbers for their team. The other thing, as you watch these broadcasts, the high school football as usual, there's not a lot of feedback here from referees, so penalties sometimes can be a little confusing, as with last week. If we seem like we're a little confused, that's because we are. But we'll try to call them out as best we see them, or as best we can tell from what the referee signals are, at least what they're walking on.
We seem like we're a little confused.
We'll also be covering a lot of proud sponsors of Pinnacle football here tonight. I'll be reading off sponsors through the broadcast. However, if you hear something that catches your fancy and you'd like to get more information, you can find all of our sponsors on pinnaclefootball.com. We have them listed there for you. Click on them and you can get more information about each of those sponsors just by going to pinnaclefootball.com under sponsors.
We have them listed there for you. Click on them and you can get more information about each of those sponsors. Just by going to...
And once again, Chris, just as usual, we have no idea who won the toss. unless you saw something I didn't.
And once again, Chris, just as usual, we have no idea who won the toss.
Yeah, we're waiting to get an indication here. No, waiting to get an indication. Teams are huddled up, though, and we'll head to the field here momentarily. We don't know who won the toss, but it looks like it's going to be kicking off here to start the game.
Chris, I know you were a big fan of
All
the
right,
Pinnacle
looks
kicking
like
game last week.
Pinnacle. We don't know who won the toss, but it looks like Pinnacle's going to be
know.
kicking off here to start the game.
He, not only on kickoffs, extra points, just put it on.
Oh yeah, I'm already looking at Big 99, Ryan Orzel, teeing it up again.
The JV level, but we saw a show last week.
Extra points, just put on a pretty good performance last week.
Oh man.
High school kicking can be a little spotty, especially at the JV level.
Yeah.
This kid has a leg, and maybe
Just as
Corona
last
has
week,
some
we do
scouting
have a
because
little
they're
bit of a breeze
two
blowing
return
here,
men
but
are
nothing
standing
that's
on the
gonna
goal
affect
line,
game
which
too
is
much
about
tonight
where you
so
need to
far.
be
It's
for
blowing
Ryan.
Dead across the field towards the Pinnacle sideline that you can see. And just again, as a reminder, Chris and I and the camera are on the Aztec sideline, the Corona del Sol sideline, because of a lack of power on the Pinnacle sideline. So we are broadcasting from the home side tonight.
Aztec sideline, Corona del Sol sideline. Broadcasting from the home side.
Yeah, Pinnacle going to be working right to left, and that's the kick.
Yeah, Cooper met him right.
Going to be collected at about the 10-yard line.
Really well by
And
Cooper.
tackled
That was
right there
professional
by
level
number
timing there. Didn't get into it
32,
and get that
Cooper
penalty.
Konoposki.
Right when the time he caught the ball, that was timed really well by Cooper. That was professional lever timing there. He didn't get him too early and get that penalty.
Yeah, the return man let the ball bounce, which gave Cooper extra time to get down there. So good start for the Pioneers. Again, the Aztecs working left to right in the yellow jerseys and the black pants. They're going to be starting 1st and 10 at their own 15. Going to come out in the shotgun. Number 2 is their quarterback. 4 receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and a running back next to him. And the snap. They give it up the middle to the running back. He's got some room. Tackled by number 52, Reed Kleka, after a gain of about 7. So number 52, Reed Kleka on the tackle there after a gain of 7. Good start for the Aztecs here. Again in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pinnacle showing blitz. Number 2 back to pass, has his receiver, and it's caught by number 3. Caught by number 3 at about the 29-yard line. Nice play. Quarterback got the ball out quickly, and that's a first down for the Aztecs. Brian's mic is temporarily turned off here as we fix the sound. So, okay, Aztecs in the shotgun again, 1st and 10 at their 29. 3 receivers to the left. QB takes the snap, hands it off again up the middle. Not this time. Pioneers swarm that one again. Number 52, Reed Kleka, and number 49, Max Stepney, in on the tackle. That's going to be a loss of 1. Great job there by the left side of the Pinnacle defensive line collapsing.
So let's switch over to
2nd and 11. 3 receivers left, 1 right.
still get it. See if we get an echo back. So let them
Number 2 at the snap. Back to pass. Ooh, it's high. And that's going to be incomplete, although there was a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, Chris, that was a good, what I liked to see there versus last week, we did see Reed Kleka, number 52 there on the blitz. He did get picked up, but the timing of that blitz was perfect. He waited right until the ball was snapped and got in there.
Flag on the play was declined. 3rd down.
They called a hold.
And that call was a holding on the offense. Looks like they did decline, so we're looking at 3rd and about 11. Aztecs on their own 28-yard line. Number 2 is going to drop back there. He is rolling out, and he's being pursued heavy. He got hit from the back, and that ball came out. We have a fumble recovery, looks like, by Reed Clucka, number 52. Reed had one again last week and picked that one up again for a Pinnacle turnover. Very nice play there. I know, Chris, you'd love to be saying something right there, but we are still working out our mic problems. Great play by Reed. I didn't quite catch who caught the quarterback from behind, but Reed was right there to pick it up. Looks like that was Alex Lugo that caused the fumble. And Tashawn Taylor also in on the play.
Okay, Drew Varsano in the gun, empty backfield, 5 receiver set, Pinnacle on the Aztec 28, 1st and 10. Drew back to pass, looking left, going deep to the end zone. He's got Lugo, and it's a touchdown. Pioneers. Drew Varsano to Alex Lugo. Beautiful pass by Drew, and Lugo had about 3 or 4 steps on the nearest corner. Terrific play to start the game for the Pioneers.
Great play there. There was, like as you said, Chris, he had about 3 steps on the receiver. Excuse me, the defenders there. Perfect throw there by Drew. Put her right where he needed to, right over his shoulder. Ryan Orzol with the extra point attempt here. Caden Cresswell with the hold. And there's no doubt about that one. And just like last week, Chris, that probably would have been good from about 40-plus yards if that was a field goal. So he's really got the leg going. While we have some time, assuming that everybody can hear me out there, I am going to go through some of our proud sponsors here tonight at Pinnacle Football. Muscular Moving Men in Storage. They've been serving as Arizona's premier moving company since 2008 with over 30,000 moves completed. Their team of mover athletes is your solution for local or long-distance moves. For all things moving, including storage, call or visit muscularmovingmen.com. Mention Pinnacle Football for a free packing starter kit. And I know for a fact they do employ a lot of our high school football team members during the summer for jobs. Also keep them in good shape. Also sponsor of Pinnacle Football tonight is Trevor's. Immerse yourself with a better liquor store experience with our beer cave, walk-in humidor, golf simulators, and artisanal pizza kitchen. Trevor's on Mayo Boulevard, where something is always happening. That is a unique little concept there of a liquor store that combines with a bar. So pretty cool place. Ryan Orzol with the kickoff. That one gets almost to the goal line. The Aztecs do take it and return it out to about the 26-yard line, maybe 27. Good coverage there by the Pioneers as the Aztecs come out for their second possession. And that was a little play action pass there by the Aztecs. Number 2 faked the handoff and then passed it out into the flat to his left. Decent play, developed well, but gain of about 3 yards there. That's going to bring up about 2nd and 7 from right at the 30 to the 20-yard line of the Aztecs.
Okay, we've got 2nd down. Quarterback back to pass. He's being rushed, rolling right. Ooh, hits his receiver in the hand. Okay, we've got 2nd down. Quarterback back to pass. He's being rushed, rolling right. Ooh, hits his receiver in the hands at about the 27, but couldn't bring it in. David Malumba right there to make the tackle if the catch was made. But we're going to have 3rd and 7 at the Aztec 25. And you've got They're going to put it on the left hash. And you've got, again, number 2 in the gun, 4 receivers, 2 to each side, and a running back next to him. Pinnacle with 3 down linemen. No blitz coming. They fake the handoff. Quarterback out to the flat. Ooh, great tackle. And Caden Cresswell there to stop a first down at the Aztec 27. So it's going to be 4th and about 5 from the 27. Aztecs calling punt. Looks like the punt formation is going to come out. So good hold there by the Pioneers, 3 and out with a punt forthcoming. Pioneers were super aggressive on punts last week against Tolleson. Let's see if they try to bring the house here. Snap. The kick is up. It's a decent kick, and it's going to be returned by Deuce Postel at about midfield. Deuce with a cut to the right. Ooh, had a seam. Got it back in Aztec
Chris, that
territory,
continues
the
streak of Pioneer possessions in their opponent's field. We are just inside at about the 47-yard line of the Aztecs. Nice little return. Made a cut right there about the 45-yard line that really made the difference. Have to mention that we get a new left guard in for the Pioneers. Brady Boquist playing that position tonight, moving over from his normal position of defensive line. That's a handoff to Alex Lugo, right up the middle. Looks like he got about 4 on the play, and the middle was their friend last week, Chris. They pulled a lot of runs straight up the middle last week with a lot of success. That was a gain of 4. Pinnacle ball, 2nd down. They are on the 43-yard line now. Clock is reading just under 8 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Drew is taking the snap, and he's looking deep again. He's got a man wide open. Excellent play. Again, he had yards on there. That's Braden Frick with the catch and the touchdown. This is looking pretty easy so far, Chris. Two great passes there by Drew Verschano, both right on the number. And we do apologize. We are still experiencing some audio difficulties this evening. Not only are our microphones getting a little mixed up, but we may be a little delayed on on what you're hearing versus what you're seeing. So we're continuing to work on that. It's high school football, and we're volunteers. Ryan Oswald with a kick, and that one not quite as booming as the previous ones. There might have been a little problem on the hold there, but sign of a good kicker. Gets it through anyway. That's going to make it 14-0 Pioneers. We got about 7.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Some more proud sponsors of Pinnacle football here. Clean Car Detail AZ. Is your car dirty? I know mine is from the storms we just had. Are you tired of low-quality car washes? If so, contact Clean Car Mobile Detailing today. Learn to Drive AZ. We help create confident drivers. I know we all have sons out there, if you're watching JV football, that are either learning to or already just about driving. We help create confident drivers. Why choose us? Well, they're family-owned and operated. They cater to specific needs and work around your schedule. For further information, visit learntodriveaz.com. That's Learn to Drive AZ. And that's Ryan Arzal with the kick again. That one lands about the 5-yard line. Aztecs are returning this one as well. A couple moves out there. Looks like he got right to the 25. Which is going to bring the Pioneer defense back on the field. Braden Frick on the tackle there. Pioneers have a few people playing both ways, contributing on special teams. You heard Braden's name just a few minutes ago, scoring that touchdown. Aztecs are lined up in the shotgun, number 2 waiting the snap. He fakes the handoff again, pass out to number 3, and that's pretty good. The Aztecs are doing a good job of running that play action tonight. They're faking the handoff on pretty much almost every play. That one gained about 7 or 8 yards. Looks like they're going to count it at 8. That moves the ball out to the 33 of the Aztecs. Gain of 7, gain of 8.
I think I might be back, Brian, if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Question is, can everybody else hear you? So I'm going to turn the play-by-play over to you because that's your forte.
So we're back here, 2nd and 2. Aztecs on the 33. QB in the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Gets it quick on a screen pass. Nice play by the Aztecs. Don't know if they saw the blitz coming, but you had 3 Pioneers charging the quarterback, and he quickly got it out to his running back, number 23. And he picked up a first down out to they're going to mark it at the 39.
Yeah, well-designed play there by the Aztecs. Good penetration by the Pioneers. I did see Reed Cluck in there and a couple others. They were getting him, but that was perfectly called play there.
Either perfect timing on the Aztecs to call that play, or Pinnacle was showing blitz. But okay, back in the gun here, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff again, a pass out to the flat. Little bubble screen for the receiver, number 4. Again, well-designed play. He picks up about 4, maybe 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 5 at the Aztec 44. Quarterback has a nice arm, and he's accurate.
Yeah, he's dumping those passes off very well. Very good at the short passes, and again, they're doing a nice job of creating a little confusion with the play action.
Yeah, so in their customary shotgun here, 2nd and 5. Pinnacle again with 3 down linemen. Back to pass, looking. Ooh, good penetration there by Max Stepney. Forced the quarterback to just get rid of it. Nice job by the DBs, at least for the first couple of seconds there. Couldn't find anyone open and just had to throw it away with Stepney bearing down on him.
Yeah, Stepney came in from the backfield and just about got to him, forced that throw, which was never had a chance of being received. It landed well up out of bounds.
Max Stepney with a good move there. Okay, 3rd and 5. 3 receivers right. Again, Pinnacle showing blitz. Wow, looked like the Aztecs left early. Quarterback on the run. Oh, and it's picked off by Caden Cresswell. Number 33, he's returning it down the right sideline. Looking for a hole down to the 20, to the 15. Oh, they finally catch up with him at the 5. Man, great pick by Caden. Took it to the other side of the field and almost took it back for 6.
Yeah, a couple things noticed on that play. Again, great job. You can tell there was a lot of discussion this week on not getting offsides in that defensive line. Reed Klecka was in there for the blitz. They held off on the snap, and Reed held off on getting across that line, literally tiptoeing right on the line of scrimmage. Gosh, Caden Cresswell just stepped right in front of that. Most impressive about that, Chris, was the run back. Ran it all the way back to the other side of the field to the 5. Now,
refs are looking at something here. I mean, I thought I saw a false start. It looked like a receiver left early, but I don't see any flags on the field. But okay, looks like an illegal shift on the offense, which is going to be declined.
Looks like that play and that interception and that great return are going to stand, which is great news. Great job by Caden Cresswell there.
Yeah, Pinnacle obviously. Oh, now they called a penalty against the Pioneers. Maybe an unsportsmanlike at the end of the play. But the ref is still holding the ball at the 5, so it looks like well.
We're gonna have to. We'll see what it looks like when they actually show us.
Okay.
So
They're going to bring the ball back to about where Caden picked it off. Pinnacle's offense is out there, so Pinnacle is going to get the ball. I don't understand the penalty that negates the entire run back, but
yeah,
Pinnacle's going to have it right at the 45 of the Aztecs.
I got to say, Chris, I don't. He didn't step out of bounds. He was running when he caught the balls, and he wasn't down. So
I didn't see any kind of a block in the back
no,
penalty.
I did not, and it's an odd placement, but I'm sure Reed and Brady will tell us all about that one at the end of the game. We can figure out what happened there.
Okay, so Varsano now working from the gun, 3 receivers to his left. He's going to hand it off here to Gavin Hammond. Gavin with a nice run, going to get about 4 with forward progress.
Yeah.
Wow, it took a while for the refs to blow that dead.
That's a little unfortunate in high school football to let that play go that long, as forward progress was clearly stopped at around the 40, 41-yard line, yet the refs let the play go on and risk. When you do that, obviously you risk an injury to the runner when you let them manhandle him like that.
Well, and the refs were only going to spot it at the 43, so.
Yeah, they did not give him the forward progress that they should have, because they blew the whistle right where the ball is, but whistle should have been blown closer to the 40.
Well, and the refs are still talking about something. There's a little bit of confusion down there.
Might be a theme for tonight. Not sure what that meant.
Okay, so we've got Lugo and Postel split out to the right with Braden Frick on the far outside. We've got Jackson Campbell here on the left. 4 receivers. Varsano in the pistol. Gavin Hammond still behind him. Again, here's the snap. Varsano back to pass. Just floats it out for Hammond, and unfortunately floats it out of bounds. You know, they were working to the short side of the field there. Ball was on the left hash, and not a lot of room there for Drew to get it to Hammond.
No, that's a little bit of an off pass there. You know, it's a complete touch pass right there. You can't see the player. You don't know what you're looking at. You're just kind of thrown to a spot, and that one landed out of bounds.
Okay, 3rd and 8. Drew brings him to the line. Going to read off some linemen here. Brady Boquist is a left tackle. Number 77, Sam Schmidbauer, is next to him. At left guard, number 72, Carlos Rios, is our center. Varsano brings Hammond up next to him. 3rd and 8. Varsano back to pass. Plenty of time. Steps up in the pocket. Ooh, rolls right and just gets taken down by number 84, but a flag came in. Flag came in right at the line of scrimmage, but it looks like initial indication is a hold on the offense. That right side of the line is number 65, Nolan Menke, and number 70, Ian Morales.
Yeah, Drew was really close to breaking one open there. Shoestring tackle, and a good one by the Aztecs there. But they caught him. He was breaking out to his right and had a lot of open field in front of him, impossible first down. But they were able to bring him down.
So the Aztecs are going to decline the penalty. We've got 4th and 10 now, again at the Aztec 45. Varsano's going to stay in. Offense is going to stay out there. This does not look like a punt. Varsano in the gun, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Varsano back to pass, rolling right, looking, has a man. Tried to get it to Lugo. It was not going to be a first down if it was caught. It was only going to be about a 7 or 8 yard pass. But they couldn't complete it, and Aztecs with a little bit of momentum here stop the Pioneers are going to have the ball at their own 45 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, not that the Pioneers needed to punt last week, but there were a couple situations on 4th down where they could have punted last week and they chose not to. So we haven't seen a punt yet technically this year, and they chose the same thing. Risky a little bit on your own 40 on the opponent's 45-yard line to give up the ball like that. But as you said, Chris, that ball was never going to be a first down. He had to check down to the receiver coming across there.
Okay, going to hit some of our defensive starters here. Number 85, Luke Jeffries on the line. Number 55, Vincent Borquez. And number 81, Blake Donnell, our 3-down linemen.
Yeah, Blake Donnelly taking Brady Boquist's place on the left side of the line there as Brady moves to the offensive line.
Okay, Aztecs here, 1st and 10 from the 45. Going to send number 4 in motion. QB back, looking at number 4, and he's got him. Wow! What a great hit there. Boy, number 13, Phoenix Galvin, comes up from his corner position and lays the wood on number 4. Great job by the Aztec by holding on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd and 8 after a gain of 2.
Yeah, the defense is really getting to actually play some ball this week, where last week there wasn't a whole lot for them to do besides around the line. This time they're getting some passes completed, which is great on the Aztec side. But, gosh, Phoenix was right there. Played that perfectly. Gave him the short ball, gain of a couple yards, but met him right after he caught the ball and put him right down. Great play.
Okay. 4 receivers here, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Number 2 back. Here comes the blitz. Gets it out to the left. One-handed catch by number 10 on the Aztecs. Number 2 again with a great play. I mean, Reed Klecka came in untouched, but number 2 was able to get rid of it in time. There is a flag right near where the pass was caught.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if, since we don't see this team, it's hard to tell if they did their homework and they're anticipating the pressure that Pinnacle's putting on and the blitzes that they are accustomed to doing. But they're handling them well, Chris. That quarterback is remaining poised and checking off to the short receiver as soon as he feels some pressure.
Yeah, he's a good player. Okay, we've got a hold against the Aztecs. So the Pinnacle's obviously going to accept that penalty. Going to take it back 10 yards. They're going to make that a 10-yard hold from the line of scrimmage. So we're going to have 2nd and 17. Replay 2nd down. Also starting here for Pinnacle linebackers, Max Stepney, Reed Klecka, and number 9, Ryan Chitwood. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Again, Pinnacle showing blitz. QB back to pass. Ooh, tipped. Number 49, Max Stepney, tipped the ball up in the air and then was looking for it. Almost brought it down, but knocked it away.
Almost like it surprised him a little bit that the ball was right in his face like that. Great play knocking it down, though, and he was right on that ball if he could have gotten it out of the air and making sure the other team didn't.
Terrific play by Max.
It really was, yeah. And Looking at the strategy here tonight, you've got Reed Klecka, number 52. I want to say I've seen him blitz almost on every play from the linebacker position. So Pinnacle being very aggressive with the line tonight. Pinnacle does usually play a 3 down lineman on the defensive side, so bringing up a linebacker to make it 4 is not uncommon.
3rd and 17, blitz coming from Cresswell. QB stepping up in the pocket, nowhere to go. Defensive line collapses, and that is number 81, Blake Donnelly, with the sack.
Yeah, great penetration there by Caden. Called his name out earlier on that interception. He jumped up in the air right as the quarterback was kind of thinking about throwing. Had no choice but to put it, tuck it away and go forward, and Blake was right there to get him.
4th and 20. Starting at corner for us, number 7, Carson Kimmerly, and number 13, Phoenix Galvin. And then starting at safety for Pinnacle tonight, number 4, David Malumba, and number 33, Caden Cresswell. Aztecs in the punt formation. 4th and 20 at their own 35. Deuce Postel back to return it. Oh, he gets the kick off. Nice kick. Deuce is going to let it bounce at about the Pinnacle 39. And they're going to roll it dead. Little bounce for the Aztecs, going to roll it dead at about the Pioneer 37, 36 or 37.
Great penetration there by Ryan Chitwood on the punter. Even better job of not touching him once he got there, because he clearly wasn't going to get his hand on that ball, and he could have certainly ran into him and caused a penalty, but did not. Good penetration, and an even better job avoiding the penalty there.
So a minute 52 here left in the first. Pioneers with a 14-0 lead. 1st and 10 at our own 40. Drew Varsano with 4 receivers. Gavin Hammond, the running back behind him. Barsano with the snap, hands it to Hammond up the middle. Tough run by Gavin. That's going to be a gain of about 5. They're going to give him 5, move it all the way to the 45 of Pinnacle.
Yeah, Chris,
Clock is running.
So far, we're about a minute and a half left here in the first quarter. We are definitely seeing a tougher test here for the Pioneers, both on offense and defense, which is good. Yeah. Get a little bit of a get a little bit of a better gauge for where we're at.
Okay, 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Hammond in the backfield again gets the call. Bigger hole this time off the left side. Gavin takes it up the middle, then breaks it out to the left sideline. That's going to be a first down, gain of about 12 now, down to the Aztec 43.
Yeah, this young man, as I talked about before the game, has really impressed me over the last couple games, and with the time he spent in the varsity game last week as well. Smart runner, takes his time, finds that hole, and attacks it.
Schmidbauer and Boquist just closed off the line. Okay, 4 receiver set again. Hammond stays in the backfield. Barsano surveys, takes the snap, back to pass, looking left, has his receiver, number 14, Jackson Campbell, with a nice move. Caught the ball at about the 42. A couple of shifty moves, got it all the way down to the Corona del Sol 30. It's another first 10 for the Pioneers.
Good feel there by Jackson. He caught the ball right towards the sideline and immediately broke back towards the inside, gained himself an extra 5-6 yards.
Number 87, Tyson Muniz, replacing Campbell. Tyson's going to check in and line up as a tight end on the right side of the line. 3 receivers now. Barsano brings Deuce in motion. Gives it to fakes it to Hammond. Oh, the receiver fell down there. Looked like a little bit of a collision with Deuce and 1 or 2 of the Aztecs. And there was no one within 5 yards of that pass.
Yeah, a little bit of a broken play there where Deuce, couldn't tell if he tripped over one of the defenders or his own player, but ended up on the ground right as Drew was throwing the ball.
Campbell checks back in. We go back to a 4 receiver set, 3 to the right. Frick on the far outside. Deuce in the middle. Lugo on the inside. Campbell to Barsano's left. Barsano shouting the calls. Aztecs showing blitz. Barsano back to pass. Oh yes, Deuce across the middle. Caught at the Aztec 23. Takes about 4 Aztecs to bring him down, which they do at their own 19. So we've got the Pioneers in the red zone again. 1st and 10 at the Corona del Sol 19. Great pass by Drew.
Great pass, again, showing that poise we talked about from last week again as well. Braden Frick, number 21, right behind Deuce, wide open as well. So far the Aztecs are giving up. They gave up a couple long ones early in the game, and they're giving up the middle now, maybe overprotecting that long ball.
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Pioneers with a 14-0 lead. They're going to switch sides, and we'll start the second quarter here momentarily.
Yep, a good first quarter for the Pioneers. Again, I like to see a little bit of a test here, Chris. They're getting a little challenge on offense and more of a challenge on defense, certainly, than they got last week, and that's good. A couple more sponsors here tonight for Pinnacle football this year. Empowered Electrical Solutions. Are you having electrical issues? Need help with the project? Reach out to us. Empowered Electrical Solutions. We are a locally owned and operated business. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. Give us a call today. People, power, and passion. Maybe you've got a new electric vehicle that you want to get some charging set up at your house for. Sounds like a great solution there. Diamond AC and Heating. Call Diamond AC for your HVAC needs. Receive Diamond service at an affordable price. Stay cool or call us. Paradox Video Productions. They do video production and digital marketing for your business. Connect at paradoxvideoproductions.com. North Valley ENT, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates, providers of professional, comprehensive ear, nose, and throat medical care and treatment in a compassionate and friendly environment. Chris, do you know what a ear, nose, and throat doctor is called?
No, I don't, Brian.
It's an otolaryngologist, actually. Yeah.
We've got trivia for you tonight.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Brian. Appreciate that. Okay, we got the start of the second quarter. Pinnacle is now going to be working left to right. And we are in the red zone here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Drew's going to bring the troops out. We've got our 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Hammond again in the backfield.
A little delay in the start here. They must be waiting for the national broadcast to come online.
That's right.
Yeah.
Waiting for Al Michaels to
That's right.
to cover it on NBC. Barsano with the snap, gives it to Hammond. Ooh, Aztecs in the backfield there. Number 45 and number 54 collapse on Hammond. That's going to be a loss of 4. Just looked like a little bit of a breakdown on the line that time.
He was. They were trying that run up the middle again. He was met immediately. The middle was just the breadbasket for them last week. Not quite as
soft this week.
No, exactly.
Okay, 2nd and 15. Barsano in the pistol, 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Sends Deuce in motion. Takes the snap, fakes it to Hammond. Has a little swing pass to number 5, Hammond. Breaks a few tackles down to the 17. So gets the first down yardage back plus a couple. But there is a penalty flag on the field. That was a well-designed play. A screen pass just in the right behind the offensive line.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if that play. It's almost like they wanted to practice that and get that out of the pocket and see what out of their pockets and see what that looked like on the field. And it developed well. That will pay off on maybe some short down, third or fourth down yardage later in the game or later in the season.
Well, unfortunately, though, maybe. A little bit more work on it. We had an illegal man downfield, so one of the linemen advanced beyond the line of scrimmage, so the play's going to come back. They're going to keep it 2nd down, and we are 2nd and 20 from the Aztec 34. I'm sorry, from the Aztec 29. Barsano with 4 receivers, brings Hammond next to him. Aztecs showing blitz. Barsano back to pass, looks left, going deep in the end zone for number 21. Braden Frick brings it in. That's a touchdown for the Pioneers. Well done by both Barsano and Frick. Drew just put it up in the air, and Braden went up and got it.
Yeah, number 22 for the Aztecs had him very well covered there. He was right on him. Didn't quite turn around and look for the ball, and Braden
just out-jumped him.
Positioned himself and out-jumped him, out-timed him at the very least, and got that ball and more importantly, caught it and kept it. That was really
kept
impressive.
His feet in bounds.
Yeah.
Great pass by Drew. Well done, Braden. So Pinnacle up 20-0 with the extra point forthcoming. Ryan Orzel out. Caden Cresswell to hold. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is good.
Yep.
Ryan Orzel now 8 for 8 on extra points so far this year.
While we're switching possessions here, I'll go through a few more of our proud Pinnacle sponsors for 2023 football season. Nothing But Cakes. For your next celebration, visit Nothing But Cakes on the corner of Scottsdale Road and Frank Lloyd Wright. Chris, I've got one word on that. Yum. I know that's a Pinnacle family-owned business there too. So go out and support Nothing But Cakes on the corner of Frank Lloyd Wright and Scottsdale Road.
All right, Pioneers lined up here to kick. Orzel's going to do the kicking. Aztecs 2 return men going to be at the 5. You know, we must have had quite a bit of wind last week because Orzel was putting pretty much every kick in the end zone, and he's At about the 5 or 10 on average tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting though, Chris. He was doing it from both sides of the field.
He was.
And the wind was kind of blowing almost dead across last week. So maybe we're just not getting that connection tonight. But
okay, Orzel with the kick. It's going to be caught by the. It's going to be caught by the return man at about the 8. Nice return. Pinnacle with fairly good coverage, but the Aztec number 14 able to bring it out to about the 28. Aztecs are going to start there 1st and 10. Again, yet to have an offensive snap on Pinnacle's side of the field. But they have been able to move the ball with the short passes.
They have. Again, better offensive performance than our opponents last week, which will give the defense a little more experience and action. But again, they're right up to the goal. I mean, we've had the interception by Caden Cresswell earlier. Some great tackles in there on some short receptions.
Okay, number 2, 4 receivers, 3 to the right. Has a running back next to him in the gun. 2 fakes the handoff, back to pass. Again, a short pass out to the right. Number 9, Ryan Chitwood reads it right there to make the tackle. It's going to be a loss of, well, I guess they're going to give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. Looked to me like it was caught about 2 yards behind the line.
Gavin Hammond was in on that play too, but again, real well read by the Pinnacle defense. They were just right on there.
Aztecs working from a bit of a no huddle. Number 2 sends number 10 out to the left. 3 receivers on the left. Pinnacle showing blitz. Number 2 back to pass. Gets it off to number 10. Again, number 2, well done. Able to get the pass off before the blitz gets to him. It's only a gain of about 4, call it 5. But that's what's been working for the Aztecs so far.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of handling the considerable pressure from the Pioneers. Caden Cresswell, again, calling his number out, number 33 on the tackle there. Came off his man to make that tackle.
Okay, 3rd and 4 from the 35. Pinnacle again showing blitz. Number 2 back to pass. Blitz comes. Number 2 unloads deep. Doesn't get his man. Caden Cresswell again in the coverage. Decently thrown ball. Would have been hard for the receiver to make a play on it. Caden was just locked down on number 18.
Yeah, Caden had a hand on him, not illegally, but just kind of checking where he was. Caden did a nice job of turning around on that one and actually looking at where the ball was coming from. Well played. Smart play tonight by Caden Cresswell on that one and everything.
Okay, 4th and 4. We're going to see the punt team back out for the Aztecs. Number 24 has done a good job of getting the punts off despite the pressure brought from the Pioneers.
Chris, I have to say, in the offensive line for the Aztecs, they are handling that pressure very well. Not only is the quarterback having poise, but they are keeping those blitzers out.
They're picking up the blitz. Snap is good. 24 gets rid of it, or 24 boots it, and it's going to be caught by David Malumba at the Pioneer 43.
Not sure how far the camera panned out there, but the punter tried a little bit of a European soccer move there after the after the play. Fell on his back after he got breathed on, but no penalty on the play.
He tried to force a flag. I didn't see it.
He did. He did a pretty good back flop on the play after one of our players kind of ran by him. It was impressive, I got to say.
Okay, Tyler LaRue in at receiver, spread out right. Barsano with 3 receivers, plus a tight end. Tyson Muniz on the left side of the line, back in the shotgun. 1st and 10, 9:43 left before half. Drew back to pass, looks left, looks in the middle of the field, has his receiver, and that is number 8, Alex Lugo with the catch.
Yeah, again, that
gain of about 9, and then they rolled him over the defenders, gave him it's going to be a 1st down, gain of 12.
Yeah, the end that they were attacking long early in the game, got a couple quick touchdowns, and then now that middle is wide open. Alex did a great job of finding that seam, that little pocket right in the middle there, and Drew found him.
Yeah, good call, Brian. Again, LaRue now out to the left. You've got Frick and Deuce out to the right. Lugo in the backfield. Barsano gives it to Lugo up the middle. Nice hole. Lugo to the 25, down to the 20, into the red zone again. Terrific hole by the O-line right up the middle. Lugo took advantage, basically untouched for the first 15 yards. Finally, they caught up with him at about the 20. They're going to mark it 1st and 10 at the Aztec 16.
Yeah, great run by Alex Lugo there. That was number 8 for the Pinnacle Pioneers. That's the middle. That's the open middle that we saw last week that they took advantage of so well.
Yeah,
nice.
It's a gain of about 35 on that run. 4 receivers now. Number 42, Alonzo Gonzalez, in on the right side, slot receiver. Fakes it to Lugo, gets it to Deuce. Gets it to Deuce behind the line. Short pass. Deuce with some moves. Nice tackle by the Aztec. I think it was number 14.
Yeah, looks
it's
like
going to be a loss of 2.
Lost a couple there. Again, little screen pass out to the flat, but did not get away from that Aztec pursuit there.
All right, LaRue, Postel, and Frick out to the left. Gonzalez out to the right. Lugo in the backfield. 2nd and 12. Drew with the snap, back to pass, looks left. Going into the end zone, Deuce with a step, can't quite get there. Looks like, again, Deuce got tangled up with the defender, number 10. Really well-placed ball by Drew. I mean, either Deuce was catching it or no one was.
That's right. Nobody was going to get that ball but Deuce. Looked like around the 10 or 8 yard line, Deuce got tangled up with the defender. But you know what I will say is I watched that play develop, had an eye on it, and again, kudos to Drew Versano for letting that develop. You know, he was waiting for Deuce to release and finally saw that move happening and timed that pass perfectly.
Yeah, looked like a wheel route for Deuce out of the slot. So we've got 4 receivers, 2 to each side, 3rd and 12 now. Drew again back to pass. Good penetration by the Aztec, but gets it to Braden Frick, who's making moves and getting the ball all the way down to the Corona del Sol 9.
Yep.
Again, kind of an inside screen to the receiver, Frick.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Braden started on the outside, and as the inside receivers went out towards the sideline, Braden came in and was wide open for that ball, and then made a couple, as you said, nice moves to get about 10 or 11 yards on that play. So,
okay, so 4th and 4 now from the Aztec 9.
We're about 7 minutes left here in the second quarter, first half.
3 receivers right. Lugo in the backfield. Drew talking to Lugo. Drew with the cadence. Takes the snap. Looks right, looks left. Got a flag down. Drew rolling left. Oh! Throws it into the end zone. Deuce tried to make a play on it. Ball goes incomplete, but there is a penalty. It's going to be a bit against Pinnacle. I didn't see the call, but I saw the Aztecs declining whatever it was.
That had to be a hold on the right side of the line there. They were getting some pretty good penetration. I think all or nothing, they had to save their quarterback there and and someone grabbed onto one of the Aztec defenders as they went by.
Okay, so good stop for the Aztecs. 21-0, 6:48 left here in the half. But Aztecs are buried deep in their own end zone. Going to be 1st and 10 from their own 9.
And again, we don't have a stat man, but I think that's probably the first time the Pioneers have been stopped on offense this year.
This year. I think that's right, Brian. Okay, we've got some equipment malfunction for number 2. Okay, back in the shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Pinnacle again showing blitz. Reed Kleka, and number 2 has to run out to the left. Kleka brought the blitz in from his right, pushing number 2 into about 3 or 4 different Pinnacle defenders, able to tackle him after a gain of 4.
Yeah, again, impressive by number 2, the quarterback there. Again, great penetration there by Reed Kleka. He was right on his tail. I didn't see the quarterback really look back at him at all. He just felt him there. He ran. He just took off and ran. Very appropriate, and made a 3 or 4 yard gain, maybe 4 yard gain out of a what should have been a loss. Number
24, Michael Martin in at safety now. 2nd and 6. at the 13. QB in the shotgun, back to pass, gets it out to the right, got his receiver, number 8. Nice tackle by Phoenix Galvin. It's a gain going to be close to the first down, but we're going to have 3rd and 1 at the 19.
Yeah, again, Pinnacle happy.
Oh, no, they are going to call it a first. They're going to call it a first down for the Aztecs at the 19.
I would call that generous, but again, good play by Pinnacle. They seem to be happy to give up those 4, 5, 6 yard receptions, and they are meeting them right when they catch the ball.
Okay, number 2 back from the sideline. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Pinnacle with the 3 down linemen, not showing blitz here.
Aztec coach making a late play call in there.
Number 2 gonna fake the handoff, throws it out to his left in the flat, and it's caught by number 4. Gain of about 6 to the 25. So again, number 2 making quick decisions and accurate with his passes.
Yeah, accurate, but again, they're doing a lot of short passing, and as soon as Pinnacle maybe starts catching up on that, maybe a second half adjustment, I don't know if that's going to be as successful as we go forward unless they start trying to do a little bit of long passing as well.
Number 7, Carson Kimmerly again in at corner. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Back is offset to his right. Number 2 back. Ooh, he's under pressure this time, and he's not going to get it. Well, he tries to get it off. We've got a penalty, which I think is going to be intentional grounding.
I don't know if it's intentional grounding or roughing the passer. It could go either way. He did catch him a little high.
Yeah, Blake Donnelly was in there quick, and they are going to call intentional grounding against the Aztecs. I mean, Donnelly had his hands on him when number 2 tried to release the ball.
Yeah, incredible break and speed there by Donnelly. He was just sprinting after that quarterback. There was really nothing he could do. And quarterback was, again, thought maybe Blake caught him a little high. Obviously he didn't, but quarterback, risky move there. I thought that might have been a fumble.
So the ref signaled that Pinnacle was going to decline it, but that only makes sense if the QB was actually down before he threw it. So we have a bit of a conference on the field. The refs look like they want to mark the ball at about the 9. Here's the call. Now, I think Pinnacle is accepting the penalty. So it's going to be Aztecs on the 2 or inside the 2.
And that's going to bring up second down. Yeah, Pinnacle doing a great job.
I don't know if they lose it down on the intentional grounding or if it is still going to be second.
Pro ball they usually do. The ref is going over there.
So it's going to be third.
Down.
Okay,
Good
third
call,
down
Chris.
and 27-ish. Third down and 27 from their own 3-yard line. Number 2 in the gun, in his own end zone. 2 receivers to each side.
Yeah, they're
Pinnacle with... Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, the Aztecs are going to have to do something different than just a swing pass here to try to get some of this yardage back.
Number 2 back to pass, and he's at the back of his end zone. Ooh, number 23 tackled right away by number 52, Reed Klecka. Are they going to call it a safety? They call it a safety. Wow, great play by Reed. Read the receiver coming out of the backfield, and that's going to be a safety for the Pioneers.
Reed Klecka very active tonight all over the field. That time he met that receiver, and again, I mentioned it right before the play. They cannot throw a little swing pass from the that deep in the end zone and expect to get any yardage. That time Reed met him right at the goal line, got the tackle about 2 yards in, and that is a clear safety. Great play by Mr. Reed Klecka. Impressive, Reed's journey in football. Chris, you can tell the story better than me. Started out as quarterback last year, moved to receiver. Kid just wants to play football, and now, his transformation over the past year in bulking up. He is the Incredible Hulk these days. He looks very big.
And he tries to be.
And he is a good-sized linebacker now, and excelling at it.
Okay, so we've got Postel and Malumba back to return the kickoff here, which is going to be from the 20, obviously, because of the safety. Aztecs in their kickoff formation. Postel and Malumba at about the 36, 37 yard. It's a squib kick to Deuce. He's going to pick it up at the 35, looking for a hole. Takes off left, up the middle. Deuce to the 40, to the 35, 30, 25, 20. One guy to beat, and he just gets his hand on Deuce and knocks him out of bounds at the close to the 12, 13 yard line of the Aztecs. Wow, what a great return by Deuce. Waited for the blocks to develop, cut it up the middle, and then once he got to the sideline, just one player to beat.
Yeah.
Lucky to catch up to him.
Two impressive things there, Chris. Number one, I noticed the same thing you did. Deuce took some very slow steps at the beginning. Let the defenders or the special teams develop their blocks in front of them.
Oh man, they got a hold. I guess I didn't see the flag, but they're going to call a hold on the Pioneers.
That was going to be my second great thing, that they didn't commit any penalties, but apparently they did. So too bad. That was a great run back. He really did do a great job of letting that develop in front of him, and that was
looked like terrific blocking.
Yeah,
too,
it was.
We didn't see the penalty.
But here's what I'll say. I'd love to see the replay in that to see where that was, but also just the maturity of Deuce to let that develop like that as a kick returner was just impressive to see.
Yeah, so that's going to bring the ball all the way back to the Pinnacle 37. So Varsano's going to start there. 4 receiver set as usual. Lugo in the backfield. Varsano with the snap. The give to Lugo. He's met right at the line of scrimmage by number 54. Nice tackle. Number 54 has been in a lot of plays for the Aztecs tonight. Tough player, and he gets Lugo. We're going to have 2nd and 10 here from the 38.
Yeah, Alex did a great job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I will say he fought 2 yards just to get back there. Could have been a loss there. So
yeah,
broken play, not what we wanted, but good job by Alex. And Chris, I'll say this is an unusual feeling for the Pioneers this year so far, starting in their own territory.
In our own territory, we've got 3:35 left on the clock before half. 23-0 Pioneers. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Varsano fakes it to Lugo. Quick pass out to Gonzalez. Great catch. Alonso down to the 45 to the 44. Beautiful play by Drew. Sold the fake to Lugo, and then a great pass to Gonzalez, who was wide open.
Yeah, great catch by Gonzalez. He had to go up for that a little bit. Definitely had to elevate to get that ball, but good throw by Drew. Again, really impressed with Drew's poise in the pocket. Doesn't panic. Waited for that play to develop and for him to get open and nailed him.
1st and 10 at the Aztec 44. Gain of about 15 on that play. Gonzalez going to go to the right, 3 receivers left. Lugo still behind Varsano. Varsano with the snap. Flares it out to Lugo on the left. Boy, great run by Alex. Cutting it back across the field, down to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Looked like a touchdown. There's no ref down there at the goal line.
He's calling it a touchdown.
The Del Sol fans are trying to wave it off.
The
refs are just now catching up to the play. Wow, and they are going to call him down inside the 1.
What a great run there. Just, again, swing pass. That ball was thrown maybe 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he turned it into a huge gain.
Boy, once Lugo gets ahead of speed.
Yeah. Impressive.
One of the fastest players on the team.
I don't know if you caught it as he was running coming across the field, running right in the middle. He took the time and knew exactly who was around him. You could see him looking back as he was still making forward progress. Knew the defender was there. Didn't risk the turnover.
Pinnacle taking our time here. 2:17 inside the 1. Give to Lugo. Now he's got the TD.
You got to give it to
him. No
him.
Question about that one.
Yeah, you got to let him score that one. He deserved and maybe even got the touchdown in the last play. Great series again by Pinnacle. This offense has been very impressive.
Yeah, I'm biased, but that was a touchdown pass on the play before.
I would agree.
But well done, Alex. Jams it in there from inside the 1. Again, Drew Varsano with complete command of the offense tonight. 29-0 extra point coming for the Pioneers. Orzel, as usual, with the kick. And Caden Cresswell here with the hold. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is good.
Bam.
Pioneers 30-0 with 2:12 left before half.
Yeah, again, excellent show by the Pioneers. Again, I can't speak enough about the poise this offense is showing, especially at the quarterback position. Drew Versano just in that pocket, under control, not forcing anything. You know, again, this defense is playing a little tougher than the previous defense, and they are handling it well. Well, if you're just like we're handling the defense well, can you handle a workout? Well, come work out with Jesse and crew at Made to Move Performance, Nutrition and Wellness, located in Scottsdale and Frank Lloyd Wright on the southwest corner. Go see Jesse for all your fitness needs.
Okay, Pioneers to kick off. Ryan Orzel from their own 40. Aztecs with 2 return men again at the 5, in between the 5 and the 10.
We are sitting at about 2 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the half.
Orzel with the kick. Oh, they're going to whistle, but I guess they're letting it go. Kick returned at the 10, out to the 20, 25, 30, down the right sideline. Nice return, but flag comes in late. As the running back went out of bounds into the Pinnacle sideline.
Yeah, I'm guessing they might have gotten a little bit of a hit out of bounds there by Pinnacle. I'm not sure Pinnacle didn't get confused by those double whistles that went off right after the kick. It sounded like, from our vantage point, Chris, that they were blowing off the kick, and it was a dead ball.
Yeah, it looks like a personal foul on the Pioneers. I think you're right, Brian. Probably something that happened on the sideline. They're going to move it 15 yards. And the Aztecs are going to start on the Pinnacle side of the field here at Pinnacle's 44. First and 10, and they've got enough time to work with here. 2:03 left before half.
That's right. We'll see what their 2-minute drill looks like. I think, again, this is a great opportunity for the defense to stand up and show that stoutness that they showed last week. A good test. Ball in their own territory. Crunch time. You know, the Aztecs are really going to want to put one into the end zone here. Let's see what they can do.
Aztecs with 3 receivers left, 1 right. Running back next to the QB. Number 2 checks his helmet. Fakes the give, under pressure, cuts up the middle, out to the sideline, still on his feet. Kleka and a couple friends over there to push him out of bounds. It's a lot of work there, but it looks like a gain of only about 1.
Yeah, I'd really love to give this quarterback a shout out tonight, number 2 for the Aztecs. Maybe during halftime we can figure out his name. Great pocket presence. He's doing a good job tonight with what he has to work with, and again, took what should have been a loss and made it into about a 2-yard gain. Yeah,
2nd and 8 from the Pioneer 42. They're going to call him inbounds. Clock is still running. Under 1:45. Looks left. Again, the pressure from the Pioneers. Rolling right again. Stays behind the line of scrimmage. Looking for a receiver. Malumba in the right spot. Not in coverage, but about 10 yards in front of the receiver. Able to knock it away.
Yeah, he definitely got a hand on that ball. Great play by him. And again, that pursuit is coming. We are tiring that line down. Chris, we noticed during pregame warmups the size. You see number 70 rolling off the field here. There is some serious size for a JV team on this Aztecs offensive line, and they're doing a decent job protecting. But you can also see them wearing down a little bit. This Pinnacle defense is starting to penetrate more and more, and they're getting closer and closer. Quarterback number 2 doing a great job of evading it so far.
Number 95, Aiden Riley with the pressure from the D-line position on the right. Number 23, Keegan Ageron's back at safety. Again, the pressure from Gavin Hammond. Number 2 escapes it and is able to pick up a couple of yards before tackled by Phoenix Galvin at the Pinnacle 39. And we are going to have 4th and 5 and a timeout Pinnacle with a minute. Well, they called timeout. The clock is still running. Okay, finally they blow it dead. But Pinnacle timeout at the 1:13 to go. Gavin
was checking that quarterback's wallet out of his back pocket before he even really had a chance to look upfield. I mean, he was back there and almost overran it, basically, because he got there so quick. Again, the quarterback.
He's elusive.
Quarterback is elusive, and I think as Pinnacle starts to make some adjustments, it seems like the default for number 2 is going to be scrambling and potentially running as we move further into this game. It looks, Chris, like the offenses for the Aztecs is over there conferring on the field, so I'm assuming they're going to give this one a go. Try to get that first down off the 4th and 6.
Yeah, you would think so.
4th and 5.
Yeah, I don't see the punter. I think the punter's number 24. And I think he's still on the sideline.
Clock is showing
Yeah,
1:30.
number 24 is on the sideline. So, yeah, it looks like starting O in there for the Aztecs.
Clock is showing 1:13 left in the quarter and in the half.
4th and 5. Number 23, the running back next to number 2. 3 receivers to the left. Now he's going to move number 3 to the other side. 2 receivers to each side. Pinnacle again showing blitz. And they jump. So this time we don't know if it was Pinnacle or the Aztecs, but somebody jumped. And they're going to call it encroachment against the Pioneers.
Yeah.
I saw at least 2 or 3 Pioneers jump. Smart play call by the Aztecs.
It was, Reed was on the far side there. I know he and some others kind of came across the line there. But again, this is compared to last week, Chris. This is 1 penalty versus 6 or 7 that we saw in a very short period last week. So
yeah, they're going to give them the first. So it's 1st and 10 now at the Pioneer 34.
Like to see the aggressiveness for sure.
Number 18 going in motion. 2 back to pass, looking left. Going to run with it. No, he's staying behind the line. Aiden Riley with the pressure. He does finally tuck it and run. Max Stepney finally shoves number 2 out of bounds.
Yeah, Aiden with great pursuit there. Number 2, the quarterback for the Aztecs, actually, he stuttered and stopped as he was running towards their own sideline. I thought he was going to let Aiden get a chance at him. But again...
Yeah, great pressure by Aiden Riley.
Again, kudos to the quarterback of the Aztecs, turned that loss into about a 4-yard gain.
Number 90, Austin Semenko in at D-line now, along with number 50, Carson Fisher. 2nd and 6.
Clock sitting at 1:05.
A minute 5 left before half. 3 receivers right. Number 23 in the backfield, probably to pick up anybody who gets through. Number 2 back to pass. As his receiver, looks like they're going to call him in. Number 18 with a nice catch along the sideline. Nice gain there to the Pinnacle 30, Pinnacle 27. We're going to have 3rd and 3 with 59 seconds.
Good quick play pulled off there by the Aztecs. Got a decent amount of yardage. That time the quarterback was able to actually stay in the pocket, which has been rare.
Phoenix Galvin and Braden Frick switching sides. 3 receivers to the right, the wide side of the field. 2 takes the snap on 2. Steps up in the pocket. Nice move there. Just has to throw it out of bounds. Number 90 Austin Semenko had him dead to rights, but number 2 with a nice move got Austin up in the air and able to buy himself some more time.
Yeah, Pinnacle again with the pressure, making the quarterback scramble this time. Couldn't quite, he couldn't do much except for throw that one away. There was not only pressure from behind, but pressure for the front of that one too.
So 4th and 3, 51 seconds left. Aztec offense remains on the field. Pinnacle trying to pull a stop here right before half. 4th and 3. Watch the hard count, Pioneers.
Pinnacle sidelines yelling, "Watch the ball, watch the ball."
Number 2 back to pass, steps up, looking. Ooh, had his receiver, threw it behind him. Nice coverage by Braden Frick. I think there was a window there, but just threw him about a yard or 2 behind, and it's going to be Pinnacle ball.
Good defense. Again, the Aztec offensive line did a great job of containing the rush. 2 had an opportunity actually to step up and gain those 3 yards too if he just would have run it. But
I thought the same, Brian.
Yeah, but he chose to try to get that throw. Could admire it, but again, we end up with 46 seconds left and Pinnacle ball.
Pioneers, nice job not jumping off sides that play.
That's right.
And Pioneers working with 46 seconds now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Drew in the pistol. We'll see if we're looking for more or if we're just going to run out the clock.
That's a timeout.
Didn't see who called it, but we do have a timeout on the field.
All right, well, as we round down the half here, let's go through a few more of our proud sponsors of 2023 Pinnacle Football. Scooters Coffee. Scoot on over to our new location at the corner of Deer Valley and 7th Avenue. Try our new amazingly fresh brewed coffees, teas, and signature drinks. We serve breakfast, too. Click on the QR code in our banner in the stadium for daily discounts, or check them out online at pinnaclefootball.com and click on Scooters Coffee. Liberty GMC, if you're looking for a truck, why not a GMC? To everyday life, we'll get you there. Liberty GMC, your one stop for all automotive purchases and repairs. Pinnacle families receive extra discounts at Liberty GMC.
Okay, 46 seconds left until half. Pinnacle with a 4-receiver set. Varsano in the gun. Varsano back to pass. Looks, throws out to the left for Deuce. Deuce went up to try and grab it just a couple inches beyond his hands. It's going to be pass incomplete. 2nd and 10 now.
Yeah, a little bit of one of the very few potential mistakes. Not a huge mistake, but a little bit of a high ball there from Drew. Deuce really had to elevate to kind of get that one. A little surprised they're running plays here, but again, this
empty set here.
Right.
2nd and 10. 5 receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
JV football is as much about experience and experimentation as anything else. So.
Drew back to pass, looks right, down the middle, running, finds his receiver out to the left. That's Deuce Postel with a nice move, gets it almost up to midfield. Well done by Drew, kept his composure in the pocket and checked down at least 2 receivers before finding Postel up against the left sideline.
Yeah, again, Drew taking his time back there, getting a little bit of pressure, but able to pretty much stay in the pocket. Found Deuce over on the far sideline, on the Pinnacle sideline, and Deuce made a nice little move. Scared me at first. I thought he'd probably try to get out of bounds, but he was able to get a few more yards, stop the clock at 29 seconds left.
29 seconds, ball at the 47 of Pinnacle. Again with the empty set. Varsano in the gun. Tough snap. Drew bobbles it, just has to fall on it now. So clock is going to run unless there's a timeout. Drew falls on it at the Pinnacle 37, and there is a timeout.
Yeah, rare mistake there.
Timeout Pinnacle.
Rare mistake there for the Pinnacle offense. We haven't seen too much of that in the last 2 games of any kind of bobbles there, but that snap was definitely high.
Yeah, so we're going to have 2nd and about 21.
Ball came to Drew right over his helmet, and those are kind of the toughest to get. Well, we got a little bit of time here. We'll continue with our proud sponsors of Pinnacle Football for 2023. We'll go to Clayco. At Clayco, it's not about the walls we plan and the buildings we put up. It's about the people and their purpose within them. Our powerful structures have impact that reach far beyond the walls. Clayco Construction. Binding Pros for all your area rug needs. If you get a rug that is not looking so good, take it to Binding Pros. Rug repair, rug pads, rug washing, new rugs, and stair runners. Call Binding Pros. Proud sponsors of Pinnacle Football.
21 seconds left, 2nd and 21. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Varsano back to pass. Looking downfield, going deep to Braden Frick, and he's got it. Wow, Braden Frick with a step. That was a touchdown if he hadn't just been tripped by the corner there, number 30.
Yeah, it almost looked like their feet got tangled right as he caught the ball, which makes it even more amazing that Braden was able to hang on to that.
Pinnacle rushing to the line here, 12 seconds. Clock's going to start once they set the ball. 3 receivers left. Great catch. Great pass by Varsano.
That catch is hard to describe, Chris.
6-5, last play of the half. Varsano back to pass, rolling right, pressured, now rolling left, still pressured. And Varsano is going to go down at the Aztec 35. So Corona del Sol ends the half on a high note, able to sack Varsano. And we're going to go into half with the Pioneers up 30-0.
Yeah, Drew did get up there, so that's good to see. Once he started rolling left, being a right-hander, that was going to be a tough play to make all the way to the end zone. But again, going back to that catch that we saw there, that was so impressive. Not only that he was able to reach out, grab that ball, he did get tripped as he was coming down with it, and then held on to it. That was so impressive from Braden Frick there.
Beautiful pass and catch.
Yeah. Chris, what are your thoughts? Sum up the first half for us.
Well, tougher opponent than last week, but Pinnacle has risen to the occasion, both on offense and defense. Kind of a bend, don't break defense here for the Pioneers, giving up the 2, 3, 4 yard plays. But, I mean, I'm guessing Corona might have 5 first downs, maybe less. Just a couple of plays on Pinnacle's side of the field. And on the offensive side of the ball, passing game has looked really good.
Yeah. The defense is being very aggressive, and you like to see it. I personally, Chris, I like to see a little bit of a step up in the competition this week, just because we know there are going to be a lot tougher opponents coming up for Pinnacle football, and they need to get a little pressure tested. They're getting a little bit of that tonight. Situationally, they're doing that for themselves, such as that drive that they started with about 46 seconds left. Ran a little 2-minute drill to see what they can do, and actually did very well up until that last play. Had one little missed snap there as well. So that's going to do it for the first half here. We'll be back with you shortly. I'll do a couple more sponsor reads here, and then we'll take a break here. Chris and I will, and come back to you in a few minutes. So we've got Raya Hair Company. Modern hair salon providing high quality hair color, haircut, and hair extension services located at Cave Creek Road and the 101. If you need a haircut, try Raya. Huntington Learning Center. Huntington offers online tutoring, ACT and SAT test prep, as well as K through 12 tutoring in our convenient Pinnacle Peak location. Check out Huntington Learning Center. Center Mass Construction, helping you build your dreams, residential and light commercial construction. If you need that, check out Center Mass Construction. Finally, we'll end the half here with Derek Dossett. Derek Dossett with HomeSmart. Derek offers only a 1% listing rate, which is not only competitive, that's about the best you'll find. So check out Derek Dossett. That's D-A-R-E-K. Dossett, D-O-W-S-E-T-T, for your realty needs. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you in a few. Well, good evening again, everybody, and welcome back to Pinnacle Football. And thanks for joining us tonight. If you're joining from locally here, or if you're a relative of one of our players and watching from afar, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. Great first half performance from the Pinnacle Pioneers. We have a 30-0 lead on the Aztecs of Corona del Sol. My partner Chris Klecka here has been doing play-by-play. Chris, again, great first half. A lot of production on offense from the Pioneers, and you know, that defense is pretty stout. I mean, this is a better team than we faced last week in Tolleson, but we're handling them well.
Yeah, great first half for the Pioneers. We should be receiving the second half kickoff as well, because we kicked off to start the game, so we can get off to a good start here right away in the third quarter.
That's right. Pinnacle started a lot of the plays again in the Aztecs territory on offense, but again, we're tested a little bit too. This quarterback I did finally find out his name. It is Trey Walker, number 2 for the Aztecs. You know, the Aztec offensive line has been able to handle, or at least contest, a very stout and very aggressive Pinnacle rush from the defensive side this game. Their offensive line is doing a decent job maintaining it, but we are getting good penetration. When we do, Trey Walker, number 2, you'll see in the second half here for the Aztecs, is doing a really good job of evading the rush and even getting some positive yardage out of broken plays.
Yeah, he's been tough, and it wouldn't surprise me if they ran him a little bit more here in the second half. He's quick. He can get around the edge and probably pick up some yards with his feet.
Yeah, towards the end of the towards the end of the second quarter, scrambling and running almost became a default for him because our pressure was, as we started to tire that offensive line down, the pressure was more and more, and he was having to scramble, but making, you know, positive yards out of what should have been losses. As we count down here towards the second half, I'm going to follow up with a few more of our sponsors here for Pinnacle Football 2003. And one great place to go after the game is Culver's. Culver's is located on Cave Creek Road and Rose Garden. Culver's Bread and Butter Burgers and Frozen Custard. Check them out in the corner, as I said, of Cave Creek and Rose Garden. Welcome to Delicious. NSB Mortgage, specializing in residential and commercial construction finances. Our mission is to ensure that our clients receive the utmost attention to detail with regards to their individual needs. That's NSB Mortgage. Valley-wide sports cards. I used to have a lot of sports cards as a kid. They're family-owned, family-friendly, and located at 90th and Via Linda. Drop by for all your trading card and collectible needs. That's Valley-wide Sports Cards, proud sponsors of Pinnacle Football 2003. And finally, House of Comedy. I've seen a few good shows there. Chris, have you ever been to the House of Comedy over on High Street, City North?
I have not.
Yeah,
I'd like to give it a try.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere, some good young comics, and then they have some good names in there as well. House of Comedy is your neighborhood home for fun. Visit City North's High Street to drink, dine, and laugh at House of Comedy.
We'd like to give special thanks again to Angry Crab Shack, Lindsey Barnes of Lindsey Barnes Homes, and Bob.
Okay, 45 seconds left here at half. Pinnacle kickoff return team looks ready to take the field. Still quite balmy out here, Brian. I bet we're still in the mid-90s.
Yeah, I would say so, mid to high 90s. The nice thing is no storms tonight, and the wind has actually died down quite a bit, which is not going to help us be more comfortable, but it's going to make play all that much more easy.
All right, Aztecs kickoff team is out there. Pinnacle set to return. Chitwood, Konoposki, Stepney, Klecka, they form the front line. And our return men, again, look like Malumba and Postel, standing at the Pinnacle 20-yard line here to receive the kick. Up men are number 5, Gavin Hammond, and looks like maybe number 42, Alonzo Gonzalez.
We did finally get a roster for the Aztecs. It's printed so small you might need to use your phone to magnify it, but that's how I was able to find Trey Walker's name on there.
Very good. Okay, kick is going to be towards Deuce and just get out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That's going to be a penalty. So Pinnacle going to start with good field position here to kick off the third quarter.
Yeah, and I can't say enough about having a little bit of a kicking game and how much it saves you. You know, we've been talking about Ryan Orzo all night and his powerful leg, but he's been very accurate in the kickoffs, at least keeping them down the middle of the field, even if they haven't gotten into the end zone. And
yeah, I thought we might try a field goal there right before half.
I thought that was a possibility.
Maybe if I think we must have been out of timeouts to let the clock run. Okay, Pinnacle here, 1st and 10. Gonzalez, Postel, LaRue, and Frick are your receivers. 3 to the left. Gonzalez here to the right. Lugo's in the backfield with Varsano.
Yeah,
got a new, looks like a couple of shifting positions here. Nolan Minke is going to be doing the snapping, and Rio shifted over to right guard. Varsano with the snap. The give to Lugo. Breaks it to the left. Great run by Alex. Just cuts it off tackle. Follows Brady Boquist. Takes it out for a first down. Yeah, they're going to move the chains.
Yeah, good.
They're going to give it gain of 12 to the Pinnacle 47.
Good bounce out there, right in between the guard and the tackle, and Alex did follow Brady down the field. Again, great. I wanted to call Alex out as we came back in. He had a tremendous first half. A couple of the standouts, obviously Drew Varsano had a great first half. Braden Frick made some good plays. On the defensive side, we had an interception and a nice return from Caden Cresswell.
Muniz at tight end. He's on the right side of the line, 3 receivers. Looks like Hammond in the backfield now. Brings Postel in motion. Gives it to Postel on the sweep. Jet sweep. Nowhere to go. Covered nicely by the Aztecs. They were in the backfield, and Deuce was stuck.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think Deuce might have been thinking about throwing that one. He stopped, and I saw him raise the ball up towards his kind of upper body there. I'm wondering if that wasn't a little bit of an option play there of some sort. But either way, did never develop and lost about 4 yards.
Read well by the Aztecs. 2nd and 14 from the Pinnacle 42. Muniz is going to split out wide right. 3 receivers still to the left. 2nd and 14. Varsano brings Lugo up next to him. Snap, back to pass, looking left, going deep down the middle. It's wide open. Deuce Postel, and nobody's catching him. Deuce caught it at about the 30, at least 5 yards clear of the nearest defender, and nobody was catching him. Easy touchdown and great pass from Varsano.
Yeah, 5 yards is generous. I mean, that was so wide open, and Drew did a great job of just putting it right on the money once again.
5 yards with Deuce is about a mile.
That's right. That's right. He's got speed. As we saw him last year playing quarterback, he can pretty much get out of any situation that he needs to. You know, and what they say it because it's true, Chris. You know, sometimes those wide open passes are the hardest ones to hit, and Andrew stood in there and delivered it right on the number.
Orzo with the extra point. Cresswell the hold. Snap, the hold. The kick is good, and we are 37-0 with 10:24 left in the third.
I was going to say, I think if Ryan connects on one, he might be able to hit the scoreboard back there if he if he does it right.
If he gets his full leg on
That's
it.
That's right.
Well, nice opening drive for the Pioneers here in the second half.
Yeah, kind of the way we started the first half. If you weren't watching, we started off with 2 very nice long passes. Both of those were to the outside. This one was over the middle, but in the first half, we attacked long and then ate up the middle towards the second part of the half, and starting out the same way here.
Number 35, Brock Adams in on the coverage team. Number 15, Abdi Samanth Kumar. Also see Chitwood out there, Michael Martin. I see number 33, Caden Cresswell, Cooper Konoposki, number 7, Carson Kimmerly, 13, Phoenix Galvin, David Malumba, Reed Kleka, and Ryan Orzel kicking off. And this one's a deeper kick, going to be picked up at the 1 by the Aztecs. Brings it out to the 15. Oh, and he's knocked down just before the 20. He collided with a Pioneer who's slow to get up. He is up now. That was Phoenix Galvin, who took kind of a head-on collision there with the ball carrier at the 19. So the Aztecs are going to have it 1st and 10 inside their own 20. Good coverage again by the Pioneers. You've got Aiden Riley, number 95, at one D end. Number 90, Austin Semenko at the other D end. Number 5, Hammond playing the star position. Number 2, Walker in the gun. Gives the handoff up the middle. Has some running room. Hammond first to him at the 27. It's a nice run for the Aztecs on 1st down.
Yeah, it's almost like the Aztecs spent the whole first half setting up that play with all the play action they did, and finally they went straight to the handoff that time. Maybe something they're going to try a little bit more this half, because they were throwing a lot of short dump-off passes in the first half. Man, I'll
Gave
tell
him
you,
a 1st down.
Yeah, and a 1st down. Gavin Hammond just playing both ways and playing tough on both sides.
Yep. Number 30 in for the Pioneers. Not on our roster, but he's playing right corner. Walker with a low slap, again with the handoff up the middle. Not as much room this time. Hammond comes up and meets him earlier. Going to be a gain of about 4. Hammond closed the hole much quicker that time. In on the tackle, also number 95, Aiden Riley. Number 24, Michael Martin.
Yeah, it looks like the Pioneers are definitely bringing in some of their substitutes. Anthony Tallwheel out there playing safety as well.
Number 21, Braden Frick, also going both ways, playing left corner. Okay, number 2 in the gun. Pioneers showing blitz. Number 2 with the quick pass. Walker just bounces it to its receiver that time. Again, he got it out quick. Hammond on the blitz, but bounced it about 3 feet in front of his receiver.
Yeah, Gavin was right in his face on that one. Quarterback, again, pressured. Of the throws he has made, a lot of them have been under pressure tonight. So, and he has handled it, but
3rd and 5 here from their 34-yard line. Pinnacle looking to get a quick stop here in the 3rd quarter. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Has his running back next to him. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks right. Has a receiver, number 4, caught Ryan Chitwood right there to make the tackle. It's going to be a 1st down. Braden Frick also in on the tackle. Nice play by the Aztecs, just enough to move the chains, gain of 6.
Yeah, we've been saying it all night. There is talent on this offensive team here for the Aztecs, and that showed it right there. Nice play, nice development there.
Clock down to 8 minutes left here in the 3rd. 1st and 10 at the Aztec 41. 3 receivers left. Number 2 in the gun, working off the hard count. Oh, wow, Hammond in there quickly. Again, he got it off. This time it's caught by number 4. And again, number 9, Ryan Chitwood, shadowing him right there to make the tackle.
I am not sure how he got that off, Chris. Gavin was right in his face, hit him pretty hard, legally, but hard. And then, but that receiver caught that ball. It is a little bit of a loss, but amazing that they didn't get a sack on that one.
2nd and 11. It does look like Chitwood now playing the strong side wherever the 3 receivers are. Number 9. 1 receiver here to the left. Pinnacle again showing blitz. They're coming. 2 gets it off quickly. It's caught again. Chitwood again there to make the tackle. And I believe that also went to number 4. So he climbed the ladder there. That was a high pass, but on target and quick enough to get there before Chitwood could close and make the tackle.
Yeah, number 30, who again we don't have the last name on at this point, came in strong on the blitz from the quarterback's left side. Again, good pursuit, but Trey Walker with for the Aztecs with some good poise and a short completion.
Interesting spot because they gave him a loss of 1. I thought he gained 2 or 3 yards. Okay, so we have 3rd and 11, 4 receivers. Decent snap, 2 back to pass, going deep. Ooh, Michael Martin on the coverage. He had number 3, maybe with a step, but Michael Martin running with him for the most part, and the pass was just a yard or two in front of the receiver. Incomplete, 4th and 11, decision time for the Aztecs.
Yeah, one of the few downfield passes we've seen the Aztecs try tonight. That time, Trey Walker overshot his guy, and we've seen that a couple times tonight. So possibly a reason why we've been seeing all those short and mid-range passes.
Clock continues to run here on the incomplete pass. We're under 6 minutes, and the Aztec offense is staying on the field. 4 receivers, 2 to each side of the formation. 4th and 11. Pinnacle showing blitz coming. Number 2 on the run. Chitwood behind him. Chitwood's going to get him. They may not call that a sack because it was just about back at the line of scrimmage, but excellent pursuit by Ryan Chitwood from the QB's right, and finally caught up with him near the sideline. It's going to be Pinnacle ball, 1st and 10 at the Aztec 40.
Yeah, you can really see the defense, again, pressure this game, but we're being careful on the line, not encroaching. Haven't had more than 1 penalty tonight on that side, so it's been a good performance. Ryan Chitwood just right on the back of the quarterback. I was watching him as he crept up to the line, waited for the snap, and then just took off in a sprint, was never touched, and got all the way across the field.
So Pinnacle 37-0, 5:20 and counting here in the 3rd. 3 receivers for the Pioneers. Postel and Gonzalez to the right. Deuce in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Give to Lugo up the middle. Again, Alex finding a hole. Just rode the back of number 70, Ian Morales, who made a great block. Opened the hole for Lugo. That's going to be a gain of about 8 or 9. 2nd and, well, they're going to call it a gain of 7. So 2nd and 3 now at the Aztec 33.
We've been calling a lot of names out tonight, and there's a lot of high-profile positions, but the offensive line has done a great job tonight, Chris. Got some new players in different positions tonight, and they are not missing a beat. Drew's got plenty of time to do what he wants to do back there.
Muni's in at tight end. 3 receivers. Again, the handoff to Lugo. Again up the middle. Ooh, good tackle this time by number 51. He was able to get off the block of Carlos Rios and make the tackle in the backfield. Felipe Manake with the tackle.
Yeah, that was worth a name call there because that was a good penetration by him and even better tackle.
3rd and 6. Pioneers at the 36. We're still in a 3 receiver set here with the tight end. Lugo in the backfield in the gun with Varsano. Varsano with the snap, back to pass, looks right. Going deep again to Gonzalez. Boy, a lot of physical play there between Gonzalez and the corner, but I think it's probably good defense. They were just fighting all the way down the field, and pass falls incomplete.
It was definitely the cornerback was there. That's number 5 for the Aztecs, and I'll try to get a name for you on that one. The only thing I didn't like about that is he never turned around, and he was putting his hands up. And in some places that might be face guarding, and that might be called a penalty. But decent coverage, and that's going to bring up 4th down. 4th
down, and what looks like a different formation here for the Pioneers. So Postel is going to line up as the punter. We've got Hammond here out wide. We've got Michael Martin and Kleka in on the line.
Interesting options here. Deuce did punt for the freshman team last year, so this could just be a punt.
Konoposki here also in. Deuce sending LaRue in motion. Deuce throwing. Rolling right, looking, and he's going to be taken down. Deuce is going to be taken down. It's going to be a loss of about 10, and the Aztecs are going to take over at their own 46. So obviously Deuce is extremely dynamic and could have punted the ball, also could have thrown the ball. So Pinnacle trying to work on some things here, up 37-0.
Good to get that opportunity to kind of throw some things out there. Deuce, once he brought that guy in motion, it was pretty obvious this was not going to be a punt. I will say, you know, Deuce, very athletic. One of the things he was working on last year on the freshman team was not holding on to the ball, making those decisions a little quicker, and he saw that there. Great coverage by the Aztecs in the backfield, though, off of that fake punt play.
Number 37, Hunter Schnackenberg in at linebacker now. Oh, great tackle there by number 55, Vincent Borquez. They gave the handoff to the running back 23, and Borquez met him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great to see Vincent get that tackle. He was right in the backfield and wrapped him up. Great to see some of these second-level players come in here and actually really make an impact against the first-level offense from the Aztecs.
Number 36, Anthony Tawil is in at corner. Number 23, Keegan Abrams playing safety. Walker back to pass, looking, stepping up in the pocket. Ooh, had a receiver, number 3, just couldn't connect with him. Number 30, who we don't have a name for, was in on the coverage.
Yeah, Walker that time, again, as he has been so many times this game, was forced into a little bit of a scramble. That time scrambling to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, very tough play to make there, and ended up throwing it pretty well behind the receiver, although we did get a hand on it.
Number 35, Brock Adams, in at corner. And number 48, who we don't have a name for, is also in at linebacker now for the Pioneers. 3 receivers to the right here for Walker, 1 to the left. 3rd and 10 at their own 45. Pioneers showing blitz. They come. 2 back to pass. Under pressure. 48 had him. Ran into his own linebacker, and he is going to go down. That is a sack by number 49, Max Stepney. Well done. The Pioneer defensive front did not give up.
Yeah, again, the quarterback doing a great job of eluding what should have been about a 5 or 6 yard sack and getting almost back to the line of scrimmage, but Max picking him up right about with a little bit of a loss there. It should count of a sack and bringing up 4th down.
4th and 10 here, going to be the last play of the quarter. 3rd quarter's gone by briskly. And number 2 is going to be in the gun with 3 receivers to his right. And we might not even get a play here. Yeah. That's going to be the end of the 3rd. Pioneers 37, Aztecs nothing.
And it looks like the Aztecs are taking kind of that get the experience slant in there, because they're not punting anymore. They're just trying to see what they can do on offense and see what they can get done and learn from this game. Well, as we change into the 4th quarter, a couple more sponsors here of Pinnacle Football 2023. This one's a special one, Chris, because it's Upper Crust Pizza. Feeding Pinnacle football team since 2010. Thanks, Upper Crust. I know the kids always look forward to that before game time, and they're providing great service to Pinnacle football. So thank you, Upper Crust. FBC Mortgage. Go check out Adam Freelander at FBC Mortgage, your trusted friend in lending. FBC Mortgage. Everybody's favorite Friday night hangout spot is In-N-Out Burger, football's Friday night spot here in Desert Ridge. Our local burger joint at Desert Ridge Marketplace. Quality you can taste and where quality counts. Malohi Fitness. Find your strength at Malohi Fitness, located at 25th Place and Rose Garden. Stotze Equipment, the best equipment dealer in the world, now celebrating 76 years. That's Stotze Equipment. And we'll get back to the game.
Okay, start of the 4th, and it's 4th and 10 now for the Aztecs at their own 45. Number 2, Walker, back to pass, looking deep, going deep. He's got a man, number 3. Pinnacle very tight on coverage. Number 36, Anthony Tawil running right with him, and he just overthrew the ball by about 2 yards. It's going to be Pinnacle 1st and 10 now.
Yeah, that was
at the Aztec 45.
That was 4th down coming out of the 3rd quarter into the 4th, and again, Walker with some good plays tonight, but every time he's tried to go long, he has thrown it long, Chris.
Yeah, well thrown ball, just couldn't quite connect with his receiver.
And as you said, right behind that receiver were several Pinnacle players just ready to make the play if there was a catch. So good coverage.
Number 17, Dylan Redfoot in at receiver now for the Pioneers, along with LaRue. Deuce Postel going to be doing the quarterbacking here. Looks like Varsano's going to take this series off. We'll get a few other numbers for you too here momentarily. Deuce is going to work out of the gun. Takes the snap, the give. Number 32, Cooper Konoposki with a huge hole, and he is gone. Konoposki off the right side of the line and kicked it into second gear. That's a 45-yard run for the touchdown by Cooper Konoposki.
Yeah, I noticed a good job by the offensive line there, pulling to their right, opening up that great hole, and Cooper took it from there. Gosh, his speed, his acceleration was impressive on that one. He took a couple of steps and then was just shot out of a cannon, Chris, and there was no question he was going to get in the end zone there. You know, about 40 yards out, you could tell it was going to be a touchdown.
Ryan Orzol now with the 6 extra point try. 43-0 with the extra point coming. And the snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good, and the Pioneers are up 44-0.
The Pioneers are good.
10:50 left, yeah, with 10:50 left in the fourth.
Yeah, great play calling there, and it's nice to see Drew getting a little bit of a rest. Get our backup quarterback Deuce a little experience in there again. As we're changing sides here, we'll do a couple more of our proud sponsors for Pinnacle football in 2023. The Horton team. Want to purchase a home or learn the value of your current home? Well, if you have questions about real estate, investment properties, or second homes, call or text the Horton team at 480-227-3311. That's 480-227-3311. That's a proud sponsor of Pinnacle football for over 8 years and a proud Pinnacle football family.
Clock is running now, and Orzol with the kick. This one's going to get almost to the goal line. Picked up by the return man there. Brings it out to the 15. Cuts directions. Out to the 20. Nice tackle there by David Malumba. Just shy of the 20. Aztecs are going to have it, well, right at the 20. 1st and 10 with 10:24 left. Clock is now running even on dead balls. So I don't know the high school clock rules by heart, but this game looks like it's going to be ending quickly.
Yeah, I think that's their form of the mercy rule. I don't know what the exact, like you, Chris, I don't know the exact score that needs to be at a certain point where they do that, but that is a pretty common custom to just keep the clock running.
Okay, Pinnacle defense out there. Number 30 again, wish we had his name. Looks like number 20, Braden Snuffer, in now at safety. Walker back to pass, looks left, again going deep, and number 3 is wide open, but he could not connect. Number 36, Anthony Tawwheel in coverage, but that number 3 is quick, and he had a couple of yards.
Yeah, number 3 was, well, like you said, wide open once again. Unfortunately, Walker on the long throw, overthrowing that one by a good 3-4 yards. Never really a chance for a catch there, but definitely had a chance, had the opportunity.
Okay, we've just been told 35 points ahead, and you get a running clock here in high school. Okay, Walker back with 3 receivers to the left, flares it out to number 4, makes the catch and a couple of shifty moves, but the Pioneer defense closes quickly. It's going to be a gain of about 6, and they're going to blow this dead here. We've got a Pioneer down. I think that might be number 95, Aiden Riley.
If it is, Aiden was struggling with some leg issues last game. Went down and in and out a few times, Chris. So hopefully he's okay there. We'll get that number for sure for you when we can and give you an update.
Trainers are out there on the field.
And unfortunately this time he is, whoever this is staying down for quite a while, so we don't like to see that.
Now they're getting him up. There we go, number 95, Aiden Riley. He's getting a hand as he walks off the field under his own power.
Yeah, he looks good. So hopefully it was just a little bit of a scare and he'll be back in. But yeah, like we said, last game he did struggle with some leg issues as well. So
number 50, Carson Fisher, he's going to check in now to the D-line.
While we're waiting, another proud sponsor, Pinnacle Football Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease. Suffering from allergies or chronic cough? Tired of being tired? Consult Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease, specializing in allergy, lung, and sleep medicine.
3rd and 4 from the Aztec 26. Aztecs really trying to get a score on the board here before the end of the game. 3 receivers right, and whoa, 2 Pioneers charge through the line. They are going to call encroachment.
Saw Stepney there, and I think 55 might have been across the line too there.
Yeah. It's tough at these high school games, I think, for the refs to see if there is any movement on the O-line.
You don't see it, certainly in the pro and the college games, you see a lot of offensive line calls.
They're watching it a lot more closely, yeah. Okay, 3 receivers to the right now, but we've got a new set of downs now for the Aztecs. Walker back, again, flares it out to the right to number 4. Snuffer had his hands on him, couldn't quite bring him down, and he's going to be brought down by number 30, who we don't know, but a nice tackle. Snuffer was the first to him, couldn't quite bring down number 4, but the job was finished by number 30. Unfortunately, it's a first and 10 for the Aztecs out to the 43.
They ran all first half and didn't get much out of. As we get later in the game and we're putting some of the people looking to get a little experience out here, you're going to see a little bit more gain out of that. But good coverage by Pinnacle in that one.
Kicker Ryan Orzel in at linebacker.
Love it. That ball's on the ground.
That ball is incomplete. I love it too, but just protect that golden leg, right?
Got to keep those balls flying, Chris.
I mean, you don't normally see a kicker come in and play one of the positions, but good for Ryan. Glad he's getting an opportunity here. 2nd and 10. They're going to call it incomplete, not a fumble. The Pioneer tried to pick it up and run with it, but it was incomplete. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Walker back. We're down now at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Fakes the handoff. Pass in the middle. It's caught. And it's going to be another first down. That is probably number 3 or 4. That was number 4.
Yep. Good second effort there too. He was caught before the first down line and was able to get it across.
Actually, that was number 3. A lot of passes have gone to 3 and 4 on the Aztecs tonight. 1st and 10 in Pinnacle territory. Down to the Pioneer 46. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. This time I do think we have, the ref is motioning for an offsides, but I thought we had movement on the offense. Yeah, they are calling offsides on the Pioneers. Good to see Aiden Riley check back in now, too.
Very good. Yeah,
and, sorry, Brian. Also, we've got Sam Schmidbauer in at D-line and Carlos Rios in at nose tackle, 2 of our offensive linemen.
Yeah, notice that.
Okay, so 1st and 5 now for the Aztecs at the Pioneer 41. Walker in the gun. 4 receivers, fakes the, gives the handoff, ball's on the ground.
I think that's
scrum for it, and that is Pinnacle ball. Sam Schmidbauer with the fumble recovery, and the refs just made it official. It is going to be Pinnacle ball, 1st and 10 at the Aztec, at the Pinnacle 45.
Yeah, snap looked clean on that one, but as Walker tried to go to hand that off, it never got into the breadbasket, so to speak, and hit the ground.
I couldn't tell if he wanted to hand it off or if he was trying to fake it.
Yeah, he might have been trying to pull it back, but either way, once the running back hit it, it hit the ground.
So just a couple of substitutions here. Number 6, Tashawn Taylor in at running back now behind Postel, who's playing QB. And they're going to give it to Taylor. He's going off the right side, makes a move, back to the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. Wow, great run by Taylor. First down there, gain of 12.
Would not go down, and it's kind of cool to see the sidelines over there jumping up and down, getting excited for some of these players getting a chance to play as well. Great cutbacks there.
Yeah, we've got 1st and 10 now at the Aztec 44. Number 17, Dylan Redfoot in again at receiver. along with number 14, Jackson Campbell. Okay, Postel in the gun. Taylor's going to stay in behind him at running back. Again, the handoff to Taylor, going off the left side now, cutting to the sideline. Wow, big collision. Taylor lowers his shoulder. Number 31 on the Aztecs. Nice tackle, gain of about 2.
Yeah, I like to see that. You saw directly opposite there. Instead of trying to make a move, he put his shoulder down and went right into him and tried to get his yards that way. Tough play.
Number 18, Dominic Trosco, also in at receiver now. He's split out left, along with number 88, Jake DeRozier. Looked like they were lining up a pass out to Dylan Redfoot in the flat.
They were really close to being lined up in the neutral zone on the Pinnacle side there. I'm not sure if that's what they called, but
well, they called it against the Aztecs, so
okay.
Yeah, must have been encroachment there. 2nd and 3 for Deuce. Just now down to 3 minutes here. Deuce in the gun, Taylor next to him. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Okay, they are going to run that play again. He gets it out to Redfoot. Nice catch, first down. Great pass and catch from Deuce out to Redfoot, gain of about 4.
That was really good. Deuce kind of faked it to his left, looked out that way, turned around, and got it right to Redfoot, and it was a really nicely executed play. So we get closer down to the end of the game. I'm just going to read off some of our final sponsors here that are kind enough to donate their time and money to Pinnacle Football. Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease, we just went over them. Castillo Law, if you fumble off the field, it's Castillo Law. North Valley Oral Surgery. Arena Sports Grill, located at 63rd and Bell Road.
Number 60, Owen Hurwitz on the O-line now. He's playing right guard. Postel sending his receiver in motion. Woo, a tough snap. Deuce is going to have to go back 10 yards and pick it up, which he does. Now looking to run, making moves, almost back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, dropped the ball. They are going to call that a fumble.
Yeah, from our point of view, which is all the way to the other side of the field, that looked like that ball never got out of bounds after it came out, and that's in fact.
Yeah, they're going to call it a fumble.
Yeah,
I think Deuce thought he was out of bounds.
Yeah, I did, but that ball didn't get out of bounds. I might have liked to seen Deuce just throw that one away once he got outside the tackles there, instead of trying to make something of that. But we got what we got.
So Ryan Orzel still in at linebacker along with Hunter Schnackenberg. You want to get a sponsor?
So mother of Caden Cresswell at Center Stage Dance Studio. Call him out because he had a nice interception earlier. Valid entry for your biometric solution for the web. In Media Integrated Technologies, proud sponsors of Pinnacle Football.
We look like we're lined up in the neutral zone here, and there's the flag.
Yeah, 77 there.
Sam Schmidbauer looking for another fumble recovery.
Yeah. Love to see the effort, love to see the aggressiveness, but I've been seeing that all night. They've been close, and that was definitely over the line there.
So we're down to 1:20, clock still running. Aztecs right at midfield. Walker still in at quarterback with his 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And we've got a 1st and 5. Number 2 fakes the gives the handoff to looked like 35. He was met pretty early by that, or gave it to 15. Yeah. Met pretty early by that Pinnacle D-line. I saw number 55, Vincent Borquez, in on the tackle.
Again too there. It was a little rough of a handoff there.
They're going to go with the hurry up. 2nd and 5, 50 seconds. Number 2, Walker back to pass, going deep, has a man. Number 3.
There it is.
That is caught. He's wide open, and he's into the end zone.
You know what? Certainly we don't want to, as our broadcasters, root for the other team, but those two had a good game tonight. They deserve a little bit of time to celebrate for a good effort tonight. Congratulations to.
Yeah, number 3. That's got to be double-digit catches for him tonight, and we're going to have 44-6 with the extra point forthcoming for Corona del Sol.
As Corona lines up here, we'll run through the rest of our sponsors here for Pinnacle Football, and thank you everybody for your sponsorship. Cimarron River Company at cimarronrivercompany.com. Bud Orthodontics, visit them with smile, confidence and smile for Bud Orthodontics. Spine Fit Chiropractic and Rehabilitation, visit them. Best Home Appliances, family-owned source for luxury appliances. That's Best Home Appliances.
Just to jump in here, Brian, we've got 10 seconds left, so this is going to be the last play, and the Aztecs are going for 2. With an interesting formation, 3 in the backfield with Walker. Walker now rolling out, being chased, has a man in the end zone, but can't connect with him. And that is going to be the end of the game. We are going to have the Pinnacle Pioneers 44, Corona del Sol Aztecs 6.
Well, Chris, it's, again, a great performance, great showing from Pinnacle here. It's nice that we don't have to run for our lives after this game like we did for the last one. I mean, again, all around, I can't really pick on anything specifically that a problem area that they did. The penalties got under control tonight that they had on the defensive line. Defense was still, though, able to be aggressive, make some great plays. Had a great interception by Caden Cresswell. It's a good play by the offensive line as well. I'm going to call out Brady Boquist for playing left tackle for the first time in his life. Was able to protect the quarterback all night. No sacks. Impressive game.
Great game for the Pioneers. We appreciate everybody joining us. Good to spend time with you. Good to spend time with you, Brian. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
We had a long ride home. Yeah, over an hour. Yeah, I'm at Carefree Highway.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm divorced, remarried, so